Hey Winnicott, this is Mr. Conley and Mr. Prinslaw bringing you the first ever staff episode of WHTV.
That's right, and for one of the last episodes of the year, no less.
Big things are happening here at Winnicott as the school year comes to an end.
It sounds like the juniors in particular had an exciting weekend at prom.
Yeah, Katie Schuster put together a segment to recap the night. Let's check it out.
Let's get ready to prom.
After the Grand March at the Seashell Stage in Hampton, New Hampshire, the class of 2018 headed over to the Frank Jones Center in Portsmouth, New Hampshire to enjoy their night of prom in the theme of The Great Gatsby. To ensure everyone's safety, Detective DeLuca from the Hampton Police Department and Officer Jess Stacy and Officer Lynn Thomas from the Portsmouth Police Department worked at the Frank Jones Center this past Saturday for the Winnicott Prom. Their main focus were to let the kids and themselves have fun and of course to have a safe night. Some advice they would give to the kids for tonight would be to
have fun, dance hard, go home early.
Have fun, put your phones down for about 5 minutes and actually enjoy the night.
They took all my answers.
Also at this event, there were many teachers who volunteered their time to be chaperones for the evening. I got to talk to Mrs. Brown, and she gave her advice that she would give for the class of 2018.
For advice, drink a lot of water, hydrate always, eat the food. It's pretty good, especially the cupcakes the SST made. Those were awesome. Try to just have fun in general. Look for your friends to hang out with. You don't need to just stay seated. Like, take a risk, take a chance, go out and dance. Have a blast.
Being at prom myself and seeing how the event runs, I talked to Mrs. Borden and Mr. Prinslaw about how they made this night happen.
Everybody on prom committee, Ms. Borden did the bulk of the work. And when did you start? When did we start? We talked to Frank Jones last year?
Yeah, we booked it last year. This is something that high school students look forward to their entire high school career, and I just want all of them to walk out of here and be like, that was amazing, that was
Carry
exactly...
this memory with them for at least
that's what I was hoping for.
Yeah.
Let's see what the class of 2018 has to say about their experience with prom.
I'm Melanie Spainhauer and I'm a senior.
Mike Dow, I'm a junior.
My name's Emmy Barnard and I'm a junior.
I'm Sam Rogers and I'm also a junior.
My name's Taylor Yeley, I'm a junior.
And my name is Mark Fagan, I am a senior.
He asked me while we were on vacation through my dinner, he put a little sign in there that said, will you go to prom with me? It was wicked cute.
I like looking nice and dressing up and having fun.
Yeah, I agree. I think that it's really fun to dress up and stuff, and Emmy's one of my best friends, so yeah, it's fun.
It was really fun to see everyone dressed up before when we were taking pictures, for me. Oh, actually, I'm gonna change why I like. My favorite part about prom so far was when we were finally allowed to eat the food because I was starving, and they let us go over, and there were chicken nuggets. My favorite part is the chicken nuggets. Us chicken nuggets.
And mozzarella sticks.
Lots of mozzies.
Also, congratulations to those who have been awarded on being a part of the 2018 prom court. For guys, Alec Brennan, Ryan Cox, and Brandon Strong. For girls, Brooke Heap, Shannon Sexton, Tess Viola, and Alex Pinte-Yolris. But special kudos goes to this year's winners of Prom King and Queen, Shane Cox and Paige O'Brien.
Go 218, we love you.
From WHTV, this is Katie Schuster.
Great job putting that event together, Mr. P.
Thanks, man. Just wanted to give them a platform to show off their moves.
The students here sure do have a lot of talent to show.
Last week, the Tri-M Music Honor Society sponsored a coffee house in the dining hall. Students were given the opportunity to perform a variety of acts ranging from piano solos, singers, guitarists, and a funk band.
For another chance to check out some Winnicott musicians, the spring concert will be held on Thursday, June 1st at 6:30 in the auditorium. The chamber singers, chorus, guitar ensemble, band, and jazz band will be performing, and admission is free.
And the Jazz at the Seashell concert will be held on May 30th at 7 p.m. on the Seashell stage at Hampton Beach. Don't miss a free concert on the beach.
Hey, did you get a chance to swing by the art show earlier this month?
I did, and for those of you who may have missed it, Abby Merrill and Zach Waterhouse can give you a taste of what went down.
Last Thursday was Winnicott's annual art show, In case you missed it, Zach and I did a quick story on it.
On May 2nd of this year, the annual Winnicott Art Show took place. This is an event that allows Winnicott's own students to display their art to the community and fellow peers. The event is run by the art department and was held in the lobby of the auditorium. The event was great and many people came to check out the wonderful artwork. Abby and I were lucky enough to ask some of the AP art students at the event a couple of questions about their artwork and the event as a whole.
I'm Duncan Tharp. Hi, my name's Hallie Bushy. I'm an AP art and I took this class because I really wanted to keep developing my skill and I had already exhausted all the other art classes offered at Winnicott. And I didn't think about taking AP art before I was in watercolor, and Miss Barry, who was the teacher, told me that she had recommended me for AP art, and that's when I decided that I was interested. So my concentration is the movement of water. I picked this concentration because it's a really hard topic and it's hard to capture water with mediums, obviously. My concentration is looking through rose-colored glasses, and so all of my pieces have glasses frames in them, and inside the glasses frames everything is rosy and good, and on the outside it's every other color and not good. So for each piece we had about 10 days to finish this piece, from coming up with the idea, like prepping our canvas or whatever, and fully developing the piece. The process for AP art in general, at the beginning you have to come up with your concentration and have a brainstorm of ideas that you could do for each piece, because you have 12 pieces in total and you have a schedule to stick to get all 12 pieces done before the art show, and you also have to do 12 breath pieces during that, which are just 12 other pieces that show your talent. Yeah, the art show is an awesome time to really get everyone here and to see what we do inside the art department, because most of the people who aren't in the art department every single day don't see all the cool things that are happening in here. Whether it's all the photo classes or even the art in the community classes obviously get shown off around the school, which is awesome. And in AP art we only had 4 kids, so we always had our little board where our pieces were hung up.
Without the art teachers, this whole event would have been impossible. They helped set up the show and guided the students through their various projects. We also had a chance to interview Mrs. Edgar, one of the art teachers present at the event. Here's what she had to say.
So the Spring Art Show each year is a really great opportunity for us to share with the entire community all of our successes from the year, and to kind of showcase what happens in each of the different courses that we teach, whether it's drawing or painting or all the different media that we do. It's a nice chance for the kids to show off and share with their other teachers and other students in the student body to see what kinds of things they've been working on all year long, and we're so proud of them.
The art show was a very nice event, and for all who did go and check it out, I am sure you were impressed. If you could not make it, then there's always next year's show. And this show just proves that if you have the desire and dedication to be a good artist, the teachers at Winnicott can help you reach this goal and guide you throughout the process.
Hopefully next year you'll get a chance to go out and see the art show. But that's all we have for you today. This is Abby and Zach for WHTV.
I'm excited to see what these students can do with their many different talents.
And so is Winnichronicle. Bailey McDaniel recently sent out a survey to the seniors about their future plans and senior reflections. The results will be used in a spread for Winnichronicle, so please take the time to fill out the form.
It's almost time for us to start hitting the beach, Mr. Connolly.
Yeah, I love hanging by the beach in the summer. There's one part of our seacoast that gets overlooked by a lot of people, though.
Oh yeah, where's that?
The salt marsh. Max King took a walk in the marsh to show us more.
The salt marshes of New Hampshire play a large role in our coastline today. They are a key factor in ecology, acting as a nursery for fish, insects, and crustaceans, feeding grounds for migratory birds, and providing a habitat for saltwater plants. They also help to control coastal flooding during high tide storms and surges, which is becoming more important with rising sea levels. Many people may not know how important these marshes were to coastline agriculture hundreds of years ago. UNH biologist Ellen Gethel explains the historical significance of our marshes and why they're important today.
So the first settlers in Hampton were given a grant by the King of England, and they were 12 of them. There were 12 shares, and each share had a strip of harbor, access, salt marsh, wooded area, upland field, and a place to build their farm. And it was extremely important for them to have the salt marsh area between the harbor and the upland, because they used that salt marsh hay to feed their cattle, to mulch their gardens, because the hay doesn't germinate in fresh water, so there's no weeds at all. And they used it to insulate not only their houses but their barns, so they really depended on the salt marsh hay. It was the really big part of what made Hampton and the east coast of the United States such a really wonderful place to settle. 90% of all ocean life depend on some part of the salt marsh for their life cycle. It's protected, there's lots of food there, there's no predators, and so juvenile fish and shellfish are everywhere, and they depend on the salt marsh for that part of the juvenile part of their life cycle. For humans, we also depend on it to filter all the nutrients and sediment and all of the insecticide and chemicals coming down from upstate in the rivers and streams. The salt marsh filters those chemicals out prior to the water entering the ocean, and that protects all the life in the ocean. The third piece that's critical to humans is the fact that the salt marsh is filled with peat, hundreds of feet deep. And that peat acts like a sponge. So in a storm event or an extremely high tide, the salt marsh absorbs all this excess water and protects the adjoining areas from flooding. And it's critical that we maintain the salt marsh in a healthy condition to keep all three of those aspects alive.
While the hay is no longer our marsh's biggest export, the marsh itself still plays a large role for Hampton and the rest of the seacoast today as an environmental protector.
Well, that does it for this week, Winnicott.
Thanks for watching, guys. Tune in next week for the last show with our seniors. Have a good weekend.
Not bad, not bad.
We can get through it.
That's good. Last week, the Tri-M Music Honor Society sponsored a coffee. Can I? Is it Tri-M?
You're the first. The salt marsh, Max. Wasn't ready for the eye contact.
I'm gonna make it deep.
Yeah,
time,
let's
man.
do it.
Get
Let's
ready.
do it.
All right.
All right. I can't do it.
It's just you know.
It's
to walk the marsh to show us more.
Marsh is getting
marsh.
me. The word
all right.
marsh.
Well, we'll try it one more
Marsh.
time. We'll get it this time.
All right.